Today's tale sees us playing BattleTech once again, and today we are up against Kerr. So I'm taking a slight variant on yesterday's Lance. Instead of having the Griffin, I brought a Shadowhawk. I thought I'd give this baby a go again. I always have my reservations about it. It always feels a bit janky with only being able to do 45 damage on the AC, and it's got a limited range. So we're on the same map on the same sides. I think what we're going to do is we're going to move ourselves back again while we get a bit of scouting going on, work out what our opponent has brought to the map, and get ourselves ready to roll. We'll try and avoid direct fire here with this cliff face as best we can. Hopefully we don't get detected either. Just helps with not getting sensor locked and shot up if he does have an LRM fit. I've started reading some of the BattleTech universe books, which has made me want to bring the Shadowhawk. I think the book I'm reading at the moment, he's finally the guy's just got his Shadowhawk and he's rolling around in it. So I wanted to give it a go, you know, give it a bit of a workout, even though I really struggle with this mech. Although I suppose I struggled with the Awesomes for a while, but now I really like them. But we'll see how we do with the Shadowhawk. See how we go indeed. What do we got here? We have a Locust 1V. Alright, the 1V, I think that's the machine gun variant. The M is the LRM one, and the what's the other one? I forgot what the other one is. The SRM version, I think, is in, I forget what letter it gets actually. Alright, so we've got a light, two lights, a medium, and a heavy. One of them being a Locust, so this heavy is probably pretty heavy. He is not moving this all that far. If he sensor locks, that's a little crazy, my friend. A little crazy indeed. Right, have we got a hold of him? We do. I'm pretty happy for the... This could be a medium with... arc light in there, because this doesn't feel like it's going to be heavy enough of a build to really have too much going on. I think we jam ourselves probably in here and brace up. Could still be an Apex build here, which could be a little scary, but if we jam ourselves into this hill, we should have indirect fire here and be able to eat a few rounds. I'd really like to sense lock this guy, but I have a feeling that I can't afford that. Or we could jump back here to the trees. 2 evasion and sense lock twice. Maybe wipe this guy out with some good fire from these two. That is another risky plan. Can we get a bit more evasion and maybe... I think we can get to about here and sensor lock and have some decent evasion. Some decent cover. Right, we're going to take this. We're going to do the risky move here. Do the risky move indeed. See how much evasion this guy's got. It's at least -2. The game's a little bugged right there. The hex he's on is probably not doing so well for us, but that's okay. We'll see what the other... This could be a medium. It's what scares me a little. It could be, say, a... Centurion A with some LRM 10s. He's moved his other mech. That's fine by me. What we'll do is we'll jump again. This is the dangerous jump here, since we will have very little in the way of cover for this mech. We have to trust in the evasion. We have to trust in the invasion indeed. The invasion! You know, get that invasion going. So I think the order of business here is probably we'll see if we can fire the AC-10 in. If we can, we'll go at that with the AC-10. If we can't, we'll probably do... I think we go with the missiles, the LRM-15 first. Try and shred the last of that off. Alright, so he did have an A. So that's his medium. I'm surprised he didn't walk and fire here. We'll reserve down. So we'll fire in with the LRM-15 probably, and then the AC-5. because the AC5 will probably do a fair chunk of damage if we manage to hit. This guy is a small target. He's going to be fairly hard to hit. I don't even need to reserve. I don't know why I'm reserving. It's just habit, right? Absolute habit. Alright, cool. So that's done. So we can fire the AC-10 if we were to move to here. I think we'll take that. And then we'll take the AC-5. Although, actually, we should probably go the other way, right? Yeah, let's do it this way. Because we'll get more damage if the AC-10 hits. Plus the LRM hits as well. It's a lot better to go like this. Can we maybe not swarm quite so far around? To here is fine. Although to here would give some fairly decent evasion. I think we'll take that. We'll take the evasion here. I'd never know about having the Locust as your sensor locking mech. Especially pushing it forward like this. Is very scary. We did miss with the AC there though, so that's a little disappointing.
What are your orders, Skipper?
We have to move out of the trees. I don't think so. I do not think so. That would be that'd be a little bit of a sketchy move, moving forward to out of the trees. We'll get some evasion, I think. Yeah, 2 evasion. That's kind of nice. All right, now if the AC-10 hits, we should have a good time of ripping bits out of this guy. Even if not, we do have the 15 here to do a bit of damage as well. Alright, that mech is not on solid ground. It's not exactly how you want your Locust to be going here. You'll probably sprint that thing out. I would maybe have Mockingbird in the A here if you want to be doing some other sensor locking. His mechs must be trundling along a bit. Yep, there goes the V. He's getting it out. I wonder if he's gonna... Nah, he's not even gonna lock us. That's fine. We still have the A here to do some work on. Yeah, I think we just go right to the end here.
An intelligent man understands the need for patience.
Right to the end. I'd like to probably get a lock on the Centurion A.
Yep.
And I think for that we might take a jump here. I'd say that Locust is probably the one and only sensor lock he's got. Arclight, that could be a disaster for you though. Let's have a look. Showboat. You can't quite... If I could make it a little bit further, I'd be pretty happy. Without being able to make it to... if he's got some long range fire here, this could hurt. But I think we'll take a lock with Showboat onto this. And we will have a go at this. He'll probably move this back. It actually sprinted in. So he might brace from here. Or he might move it out. If he moves it out, we can go with Arclight onto it to remove a bit more of that evasion. If he runs too far back here, we will get... Alright, that's not too bad. That is a little scary. Let's have a look. So if I jump to here, I think we still have sensor lock range. So we should be okay. Hopefully he doesn't have any sensor locking on any of these other mechs. Otherwise we might be in for a world of hurt. Luckily he can't get this thing too far back from us. Because if he went for a sprint, he'd probably be in the open. And he wouldn't be able to face the front towards us. He could have gone for a sprint and maybe gotten it out of range. Oh, we saw something for a second there. Not quite sure what it was. Let's have a look. So you can fire your ACs. So we'll probably fire with the AC second, because I would bet you this guy cannot fire his AC. There we go. No AC fire indeed. We could run forward. That would be a little extreme. I think we'll just keep moving sideways at full speed. We'll lob some LRM-15s in, and then we'll lob in the LRM-5 and the AC-5. Shadowhawk's not doing too bad here. This should be maybe a decent amount of damage. Luckily that's into the AC arm as well. You gotta be careful when you move your mechs. You can't be exposing an arm like this. He really needed to shift it the other way. That might have been the only move he could do. But you really want that junk arm. See this arm here, which has the claw on it? That arm has nothing in it. It's just an arm, right? And that's the arm you want to give up as damage here. Trebuchet. Alright, we're going to have to possibly get a little bit of a wriggle on then if it's a trebuchet. The alternative here, if he's only brought a trebuchet and no other sensor lockers here, then we could possibly be going on that locust the entire time, because that might be his only sensor lock. I haven't seen any sensor locks out of anything else. We are still missing a light though, so there's possibly one other sensor locker in this mix. We might have to start, this could also be Apex. I don't know if I've faced the Kerr before. Can't remember. Alright, so in comes the Locust again. He's flinging it quite far around the side. Still no sensor lock. It's probably got 6 bits of evasion, right? Surely he knows that's in range. I wonder if he's got another light to sensor lock me with here, because this would be a lot of damage if I got sensor locked. It would be an AC, yeah, it would be way too much damage. He could probably hit me with the AC from here too. We're gonna reserve down here. So the plan is I need to see if he's got another sensor locker here, because if I move arc light here, grab a sensor lock. Hey, he's got arc light on the trebuchet. What now? Alright, I guess we try and kill the locust then. We should be able to jump far enough for this. So if we jump over here, we lock the locust. We should be able to hammer down on it. It's probably got, yeah, it's got max evasion here. And then we sensor lock with you. We fire into this again, and we'll try and shred this. So that means he's got you two. So what's the assault? Where is the assault? Is it a Victor? It's back here somewhere, unless it's could be an awesome. Actually, it could be an awesome. You boys need to be careful here. So we'll just flick back around this way. Sorry about the cough. Bit of something stuck in the throat. It's 2 bits of evasion on this guy, so we'll probably go in with the. We'll see what we can fire here first. I suspect it's going to be Paradise. Can't quite fire. Oh, you can direct fire. Interesting. Alright, if he can direct fire, then we can reserve down here and bring round the AC. We'll fire in the AC. We'll fire the LRM 15 in first, and then fire the AC to maybe hit him pretty well. Gotta probably have ganged up on the Centurion. It's an Orion? Alright. So he brought that in pretty slow. There's a lot of LRMs here though. If he gets vision on me with all of this, it's not going to be happy days. So we can go here for 35, or we can go here for 35. I think we take to this flank pretty well. It's really funny how sometimes direct and indirect fire is exactly the same. It has to do with the way tactics and gunnery skills work. I don't have great gunnery skills on Ozone here. He's not a master pilot by any stretch of the imagination.
What's the plan?
So from here, you can direct fire from here. What do you get? You get 40s. Do I risk that? I think I maybe could. 3 evasion. he might be able to. So if he locked us, if he locked with this and then fired with this, he might be able to do some damage here. Maybe don't risk it then. I should have thought about that move a bit more then. It's a bit silly. I guess we just take the 50. What do we got here? 45. I guess we just take the 50 then. Damn, that's gonna... that's not the greatest of moves. I should have fired him with the LRM 5 then first, and then with the LRM 15. I'd love to pop an arm here. Not that it really matters against this thing. Because the arms, he's never going to get that machine gun in to really do a lot of work here. He's probably going to want to start locking these and firing some missile fire on them. Or, I don't know, arc light. So when we get into a brawl, we're probably looking at... oh, there's a lot of damage. He's going to probably sensor lock. That hasn't moved all that far. That's probably good for a sensor lock now. Yeah. We know the trebuchet can sensor lock as well. We also know that the trebuchet can fire. So what we're going to do here is we're going to have to go for a max jump here. This is going to be a lot of missile fire, unfortunately. We're going to have to jump to about here, I think, so that this Orion doesn't get any direct fire. This is going to be a hosing right here. I wonder if this is Apex. No, that's Arclight, right? So Showboat needs to guard and brace, and then we'll jump Arclight this way, lock here. He might sensor lock with this onto here, I guess, to try and deny us. You've got... yeah. Oh yeah, he's going to try and do that. Actually, he's probably got... he can't have... he might have Apex over here, I guess. We could go for a move like this. Have vision here. And brace up. He would fire in with... he can fire in with the AC-10 here. We'll give him the bung arm. The arm that has nothing in it. Can we get more evasion? I think if we move too far forward, though, he can... get us with the AC there. So we'll take a jump to here. Arclight is risking her life and limb. Actually, we're going to have a hard time hitting this, aren't we? Damn, what is... let me have a drink. Alright, so now he moves forward with the Centurion to fire. He doesn't even need to move with the Centurion. He just direct fires from there. He moves the Orion probably around. No, he's coming in with the Centurion. To the trees. There's a sprint right there. He's actually got no evasion right there.
You have orders?
30s to hit. 30s to hit. Let's just reserve up here. We'll probably drop in with the LRMs. We might actually... I think next turn we start ignoring this guy and start going on some of this other stuff. I guess he got direct fire from there. That'll be really ugly if he does. I think that's only LRMs. It is. Excellent. He can next turn fire with this, which will then give us another turn of locking with something else though. This is going to be a really hard ask right here. I don't think we can quite get on it with enough. We can move to this spot in the trees. Get into a brawling position, I guess. Fire the AC. Alright. So if we're going to do that, Paradise is up first. He needs to be in it to win it. I think Paradise just goes for a run. Pretty much. If he needs to, he can jump out. He's got enough evasion here to keep himself working. He's got a bit of armor as well. This could actually come around the corner and have a go at us, but we'll see how we go here. Alright, we are one hit away from just blowing that arm off, annoyingly. And then I think we bring the Orion around. Probably leave the Orion here, so that he has to come around this corner into these trees for us. Actually, we really want to fire the AC though, don't we? What do we got here? 35s. Maybe it's not worth. Yeah, I think we just keep to these trees as best we can. And fire from up here. So he's brought a K as well, so he's got the same amount of armor as us. What do we got to here? 30. Really like to just hit this guy once in the arm to at least pop that. There we go. Right arm, right torso. Did we hit him in the head? Really? Okay. So, what do we want to do here? Arclight, where are you? You are in the front. So he'll probably fire in with the missiles from here. Which means we can get Arclight out next turn. She's going to have to jump back to here and brace. This is going to be a lot of damage from this probably. Hey, he's moving that one. Hopefully no sensor lock. Is he going for a sensor lock again? He might sensor lock over here, and then he could drop LRMs in from here, yeah. I did think this might be a little sketchy move. That's okay, we will jump over here. What do we got for a jump here? We got vision there. Do I want to fire anything into the Rhine? Not particularly. We got to be careful with braces here. He could move in and punch us. We might have to just fall back here. Where's Showboat?
I hear ya.
I think we have to reserve here. If he reserves, it'll be amazing because we'll just move our Shadowhawk now. Alright, yeah, he's going to drop full round of missiles, and this was probably a silly move here. This is going to be a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. That's alright, we'll get you out of there, buddy. Get you out of there. So we want to probably go for a bit of a jump here, so that you don't take... So we can do a move, but we'll probably do a jump. Just to keep the heat down, well, just to keep the things down on him here. Let's see, if we jump here, where's max evasion? Over here? Alright, let's go here. We'll get out, we'll brace. He'll probably either punch this or shoot it. And then we lock. Hopefully we'll just swing the Orion around a little and probably fire on this then. He's coming in for a punch. Not quite. This is... he's got a bit of vision. Yeah. Alright, I'll take that. So now we can get a couple of things going on here. Showboat.
What can I do for you?
You can fire for me, buddy. Well, we have vision. In fact, can you do better than this? You cannot quite, can you? She here's not so bad. We rotate like this. We can fire the PPC. It's just a garbage arm on this thing again. It's not too shady. Get a bit of damage in there. And then we jump you back. We lock this.
What do you need?
And then all he has is some LRMs. So we jump you back. We'll definitely lock this because I suspect we can get the Orion around. We'll probably just jump this far. He shouldn't be able to get anywhere too close.
Engaging jump jet.
We'll sensor lock you. And then the Orion should be able to throw some fairly decent damage into this. He can only really see back here with his own Orion, so he'll probably just drop his LRM-15 down here. I should have maybe rotated a bit better than that. Try and keep that AC functioning here. Alright, here comes the LRM-15s. Luckily we got a fair chunk of evasion here, so this shouldn't hurt too bad. Oh, I say that and that fairly much just rained death on us. Alright, so next up is you, sir. Come around the corner, and we are going to blast this guy for 1,000,000. We'll just make sure that most of our mech is facing this way.
I'm there.
And then next turn we can brace up and fight from this corner pretty well.
Copy that, Commander.
Oh, thank God. For a second then I thought that was a miss. A lot of that just rained into his arm as well. Whew. That would have been a really sad miss right there. A real sad miss. Alright, so he's got no vision. We've got no vision. We'll see what goes on here. The Locust is probably going to pick something to go for. What would you like to go for today, my friend? Whatever he goes for, we'll probably, if it's this, we'll probably just jump it and brace it. Alright, so he's going on the Orion now. Okay. That'll be LRMs from here then. Most likely. We could consider blasting this Locust again, since it's not really... It's moved a bit. It's probably got a fair bit of evasion. He's firing in everything. Luckily, it's all into that arm. So, not too bad. Not too bad at all. We could probably jump and brace here. The Orion would probably have a go at us, though. Jump and brace here. How damaged is this arm? It's a little damaged. That Orion, I think it might be able to move to about here and fire. So we'd have to be really careful here. We maybe just trust in the evasion. Is that trees though? That's not trees, is it? What do we get? 4 evasion here. Take out 4 evasion and fire. Let's do it. Let's go. Yeah, he's got a lot of evasion there. I think we might be better off just going on this guy right here. Is he going to rotate it out? He is rotating it out. Okay, that's a smart move. I mean, you've got a lot of LRMs, right? You might as well drop them in.
I'm wounded, Commander.
I wonder if he's particularly in trees. It's hard to kind of tell, but we will jump back this way. Grab a sensor lock on this guy. I don't know if I'm wasting my time with this Locust. Feels a little like it because we're not really hitting it all that well, because he'd only be down to 4 evasion here, whereas the Centurion might be the better choice here.
Awaiting orders.
What kind of hit chances do you have? 35. Would you be getting to trees? Not at all. 35 from here. Medium laser. You can fire on a lot of stuff if I moved you forward. Maybe the risk is I move you forward. We could jump you to trees. Could jump you the whole way, overheat you. Have max evasion here. And then try and get you out. Alright, let's just reserve here. He's going to fire into the Orion again. Once we get this guy gone, at least I suppose there'll be less damage coming out of this. He's probably going to multi-fire here, I'd say, into this and this. Yeah, right. I think I'll jump the Shadowhawk here, fire into this, and do what I can here. Because we are getting rained upon. Maybe we'll just brace here and just eat a lot of this fire.
Good to go.
So you jump to here, lock this, which is fine. Then we'll fire with ozone here.
Orders.
You just keep eating it to that arm, buddy. That's fine. We'll drop in the LRMs.
10-4.
And then we just go hard with the Shadowhawk, I guess. It's a bit of a bad trade. A Locust for a whole lot of damage to this.
Reporting.
I suppose we can still get out fairly effectively here with the medium turn. We'll have to probably do all of our turns in the correct order here to make sure we can get out. What's in this arm? There's a lot of good stuff in this arm, isn't there? There's the AC. And this side is the LRM, the medium laser. What do we hold on to here? What do we hold on to? I guess we probably want to keep the AC. So we jump like this. Let's go. It's going to cost us probably an overheat here. Because this is going to be... Oh no, it's not actually that bad. Not that bad at all. So we'd need to ram most of our stuff into the center torso here. Preferably not the other side. But I guess that's what we're going to hit. Alright. We could even go in with arc light here.
Yep.
We could jump with arc light and fire into that thing as well. And then we would have to extract everybody. Arc light might get a little mangled here. Is that the best evasion you can get? 3. I think I definitely want trees here. Still got vision here. Got no vision there though. I think we go for this. I need to clear this little guy off so that the trebuchet is not doing massive amounts of damage to us. We're gonna need a lot of hits here.
Acknowledged.
A lot of hits. And that is not the hits we need. Alright, Arclight's probably gonna get rummaged. He'll run this back. He has vision here. We might need to reset a little. Run this back. You sensor lock this. Oh, that didn't move at all. Really? He's going for a split shot here? Yeah, he must be.
Waiting on you, Commander.
We gotta be careful with that Orion. I think we jump here. Actually, we're just gonna keep a bit of range a bit with you. So we jump here. We lock this guy. He barely moved. We should be able to drop in most of our fire onto this then. He shouldn't have a lot of evasion here. Excellent. So it's his turn, and then it's our turn. We'll get the Shadowhawk out. Alright, he's just raining it down on the Orion.
Armor holding.
Oof, we're trading a lot of armor here for
Waiting orders.
not a lot of results, which is a little scary. We're gonna have to abandon you, sir. We'll rotate like this again. Just don't want the Shadowhawk taking the damage,
Firing.
if I can avoid it. And then we'll have to drop in missiles from here.
Target acquired. Locked
If we're lucky, come on, brother. Give me some hits to that torso. Excellent. So he's 3, 8, 12. Yeah, he's 3 hits away from losing this. We might be trading a Panther here, though, which is probably really suboptimal. Multi-shot from here. 1 into this, 1 into that. 3 evasion. Hope that it holds. Oof, that evasion. Doing some work. Luckily, it's still mostly into that arm. That leg is a little bit of a concern. That leg is a real concern. So we rotate you like this. Keep taking it all to the LRM 10 side.
10-4.
for 70. Come on, buddy. I just need 3 hits here. 3 hits. There we go. At least we've traded for that now. So I'm fairly happy for that. We can probably start backing our stuff out here now. So we get the Panther out. We'll keep sense locking with this Panther back here onto probably the Centurion. He's getting up close and personal. He's angry. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Alright, so Arclight's gonna have a hard time here. Hopefully not a leg. I need... if the leg goes, she gets her turn first. So we should be able to get out with that. Left torso. Alright. Is he multi-shotting here? He is. Oh, really? Man, that focus. The trade is probably really not worth it, actually. I think we jump you out. He could maybe follow us around. I think we rotate in the other arm now. Just a little here. I could reserve, but he'll fire, I think, the trebuchet with vision. So what we'll do is we'll jump out here. Now, do I think these guys could get up here and fire? I think they could, so we'll probably brace. I just want to absorb a whole lot of damage on this guy. And then Showboat can lock. So he now needs to use Arclight for locking. If he wants to keep in a hold on us for a while. Which is a little awkward for him, right? So we'll give that probably the Centurion a go. I'd say he's going to lock the Orion and keep going on it. No, he wants to keep going on that? Okay. Well, he can get over the hill and probably fire, so... Showboat. We're going to reserve here. I want him to move his mech first. Just so I can remove a little bit of evasion. What I would have you could probably get up here. It's a little sketchy though. Is he just going to fire LRMs? Damn, actually that's a bad arm for us to shoot into as well. Alright, another miss there. We're pretty... Whoa. We're doing fairly okay here. That armor should do okay for a little. Showboat, you'll get a hold of this guy here. We could even fire. Which might be the goer, right? So if we move this way, fire in for 60 and 35, and then fire in the Orion. Yeah, let's fire. I think we're better off doing damage here if we can. We might not hit, but if we do, it'll be fairly good. Alright. 1-7. Okay. That is embarrassing. That is embarrassing.
Yes, Commander.
You can fire pretty much everything though. And he's got no real vision. The SRMs are having a bit of an issue. Do I fire into this side or do I rotate here? For the front and hope that we split some rounds out onto the AC arm. I think we might rotate here. We're gonna maybe have to save some heat. Let's have a look. What are we doing? Actually, this is barely any heat production here. So I think we'll fire into this. There we go. That's exactly what we wanted. So you got some choices here, right? You can either fire in from this side and have most of your chance to hit on this arm. Or you can rotate a bit and hit him in the chest and fire into the AC arm. Which is at least 1%. You know, at least we've got a chance to hit that arm. I wonder if he's going to just brawl us from here. He might. He's going to fire into this again. How hot is he? He's getting up there in the heat. He's getting up there indeed. Whoop. Whoop. Hey, was that a... Oh, that's a torso shot? Alright, that's not so great. We'll probably just jump around again with this one. If he wants to... if he wants to fight us here, then more than happy for that. So we can remain braced, or we could... see, we can't really move that hill's providing a bit of a issue. I think we just fire from here into... Hello? Do you need to rotate? Is that your problem? Alright. There you go. Rotate away, sir. So we're gonna have... I'd want him to just be in tank mode. I could move him, but I think we'll just have to sit tight. And do what we can to just tank up. Hitting the leg is not exactly what we want, but... I guess it's something. There's a lot of armor left on this guy. So I think we reserve in. He'll probably lock this again. Actually, I should have seen if he had vision. He probably does with this, right? Yeah?
I'm here.
So he has no vision here. Could be cheeky. What gives us vision? This does. Would he come back around for this? That would be the interesting thing, is would you come back round for this? We could jump here. I don't think we're in punch range for this. The rubble is a little concerning. We could jump around this way. He'll probably... I wonder if he had turn for this. He might back down here, right? Which gives us another turn of firing. You know what? Let's just try it. Oh, he's got vision with this. He'll probably fire him with that. I don't want him to just have plain vision, right? I think I want him to move, at least. So I think what we do is we jump here. He has to move, I think, a bit to get a firing solution.
Here we go.
And we'll be happy with that. So we'll brace with you. And then we'll reserve in here. If I lose arc light, it's going to get a little sticky, because then suddenly we're into normal turns here. Oh, you're pushing that forward? Alright. Alright. Well, luckily we're tanking a bit here. We might go for a focus on this guy if we can fire into the front. He's got no evasion. There's no real need to
What can I do for ya?
sensor lock then. I would desperately like to fire into the side of this guy. You know what we might do? Might reserve here. I could have... No, I can't move the Orion. He's probably going to fire in with this. Move this, fire. What we'll do is we'll jump around the side of this thing and try and shred that AC off it. Because once the AC is gone, that's a bit of damage gone from this mech. The AC on this guy... Maybe we could get a hold of that. So if he goes with this, I think we go with the Shadowhawk and fire, and then go with the Panther and fire, and see if we can't rip that arm off. Alright, excellent. He is happy to just blast this thing. We maybe need to rotate a little bit more so we're not taking front shots. Ugh, that's a lot of damage though.
My internals are taking a beat.
Luckily it's only a medium laser. Do I want to go with you? I don't really need to.
Waiting for orders.
So we could clear the jump here. Fire.
Yes, Commander.
Paradise? How far do you have to go? You have to go a fair whack of distance here. You probably can't make that Paradise. So what we might do is we might just make you go sideways here and fire your weapons while we wait for the wait for this dude to go. Yeah, Ryan. So we'll fire him with you. Man, he's starting to...
Target acquired.
So we need a hit on this arm, preferably. Or that torso would be great. There we go. So no more AC from this thing.
Critical hit.
It's a little bit less damage there. Do we focus for this? I think we focus it anyway. Because we really just want to get him down here. How bad is he? He's looking pretty okay, actually. He's gonna just fire everything into this again. My Orion, ooh, he's not looking happy about his life. We might have to rotate him now. Now that we're into torso here. Because I don't particularly want to be taking a whole bunch of hits to that. What's left of this side? Only problem is we're going to shoot into this. If we do fire into him. And I can't move all that well. I can move to here. We'd be giving up our entrench though, which maybe isn't worth.
Waiting on you, Commander.
At all. I'll definitely jump this way, I think, and fire into here.
Ready?
For starters. See how we go with that. Fire in. Alright, not the leg though, that's not the greatest. We might actually be able to knock this guy. So I think we just fire from here, hope that we knock him, and then we can finish him off with everything else. So I think we rotate like so.
Order acknowledged.
Focus to make sure we at least hit. And then we have to hit with the AC and the medium here to ensure that he goes down. Well, we don't need the medium laser is going to do nothing, but the AC should push him. I'm hoping. No? Alright, we're going to have to fire in with the other two then. So these two will have to do some work here. Arclight, I need you to fire in. What have you got? 75. We'll take that. You might get killed for this, but so be it.
Position confirmed.
Put your good arm forward. Put your good arm forward, baby. Come on, knock him over. There we go. So now Showboat can fire into this guy's torso. She's going to just overheat for this. We can then fire in the Shadowhawk as well. He doesn't... Oh, he's probably got vision here. So he'll probably ram a few rounds into that. A Trebuchet versus... A Trebuchet and an Orion. The Orion we haven't even touched yet. It's a little scary. Probably need to melt this guy. As best we can. Alright. This might be all over for Arclight. Whoop. Clinging on. Clinging on. That's what I like to see, buddy.
What can I do for you?
We'll go for a full move this way. And a fire. We've got 2 evasion, so hopefully it does enough work for us. That we manage to survive here. Definitely fire into the torso of this guy. We are in punch range, so we've got to be aware of that. That Showboat may get punched here. But we might kill this guy before he gets up. We have to eat that structure heat there.
Awaiting orders.
You, sir, need to get in. 45 with your LRM. What do we got from here? Be careful with my clicks. 60 versus, what's this? 85. I'd probably rather... You know what? The SRM2 is probably going to do more damage than anything else. So I think we try for a decentish move here. Yeah, that's a decent move. Just get that evasion building up.
Yes, Commander.
If we can, and then we'll hose this guy in the chest. And we got to pray for some decent hits here. Okay, that's not decent hits. Oh, man, that was not good enough. Not good enough at all. So now he's going to get that up. We're going to have to fire in again. I would move this forward and punch. Yeah, that's not good enough. Alright, that's going to hurt a lot. So he's only got medium laser left on this, I think. So I'd probably move forward and punch. It does a lot more damage if you punch. Okay, he's backing it up. Did it have LRMs left? I don't think it did. We'll see what it's got. I might not bother with it if he's going to back it up. I might just shoot the Orion. Ah, he does have LRM 10s. Alright, forget about that. We'll finish that off then. We will definitely finish that off. I'm not letting LRM-10s just happily wander around. Why can you not... What is your problem today? What is your problem? I think we just fire in to you. And if we get lucky here, we'll probably just shear right through this thing. If we're unlucky, we'll miss. And there he goes. I suppose he did at least get a turn out of shooting it, which is unfortunate. Everything's not looking great though. I suppose at least the Orion's overheated. How's this guy looking? He's pretty good to go as well. We're going to have to probably jump Arclight out to try and keep her alive if she survives this Orion, which may not happen. Managed to nibble away at him, but at the cost of armor on pretty much everything here. Would I move forward? Has he got another focus? Is that what's about to happen? He's maybe got another focus since he lost a mech here. Alright, so he's going to go in on you. Okay.
I'm here.
I think we just move you out. We'll forget about... He'll probably push this forward to shoot it, which is okay, I guess. Maybe I just want to get some damage out here. I could maybe have jumped and locked, actually, instead, but... We'll get what we can out of this mech. And that is not what we can get out of it.
Negative damage.
I'm well aware that's negative damage, thank you. Where's the AC? The AC's on this side, right? You are cooking, unfortunately, Showboat. Absolutely cooking. We'll probably put you somewhere out of vision of this thing. I could actually go on this. This is a lot of damage. And not a lot of armor, actually. It's a little scary, though, because you've got to just let an Orion just beat on you for a while. Alright, if he's pushing this forward, we might go on this guy here. And see if we can't do some extreme damage to him, because it's not healthy letting that thing just have its way. Not healthy at all. So you move this way, I think. He could get behind you, which is a tad scary. Apparently moving is difficult. 40s versus 65. I think we just take here for safety. He can still see us. Do I want to fire the PPC into this? I think I maybe want to put the PPC into here, just to make sure that this thing has a harder time shooting us next round.
This should be good.
Maybe we should turn off the SRMs instead of overheating, because one hit to this thing and it's gonna fall apart. So we've hit you. We'll probably go on you now.
Reporting.
Because I'd like to start doing some damage there, I think. Starting to get into a little bit of scary heat territory here.
Location acknowledged.
He's kind of cooled down. I wonder if he's just going to brace here, actually. I think we turn off the LRMs. How bad are you? So we could probably get through you in a few turns, right? Alright, so we can probably... Yeah, I think we can fire him with you and the other two. We'll see what survives on the Orion. We'll definitely fire on the Trebuchet, though. I think we just want to wreck that thing's day. Take out all that damage. Is he moving up to punch? He's trying to get around the back of us? Okay. That means we're going to have to start moving here. I wonder if he's got a focus. If he's got a focus, it's going to hurt a bit, right? Ugh, it's still hurting a lot. This poor Orion is like, yo, I'm having a bad day here. Mr. Orion. So we're going to have to move here, unfortunately, because he is going to try and swivel on us, I think. Which will cost us our brace, but we'll have to just eat it, I think. Just going to have to eat it here. Get lucky, we hit him. Oh, to the leg. It's not the best of things, but it'll have to do. Yeah, we just have to stop this guy getting around the back of us. Everybody else can probably come in and have a go. We might die here. before firing into this guy, but I'll take what we can get. I think we move like this. It's a shame these rolls aren't reversed. I'd love some heat on this mech and less on this one, but it is what it is. He's probably... What would you do with this? Would you keep moving this forward? I would fire into this, I guess. Finish it off. He's backing his treb up. Into cover. He'll probably fire onto this, or he might fire into this. I mean, this is probably a kill here. Especially to the front. What are we on? 20. Okay. Well, I'm down for damage on this guy. Down for that damage indeed. I'd like to move and fire, but I don't think it's going to happen. I'd also like to put a PPC into this. Alright, we don't need that noise though. I'd probably like to just put... Actually, let's have a look. So if I fire just the PPC, we get some heat back, but we're going to cook. I don't think I can afford to cook for much longer. So I think we just have to put the SRM in here. The reason I don't want to cook for much longer is because if he just shoots this thing, suddenly it'll just explode, right? And that's not exactly how we want our mech to go. Take the 80, we'll get a lot of heat back. We can start firing the PPC again. I think that's how we have to go here. Which is a shame, but it is what it is. If I could get around this flank, I could maybe get a decent chance of firing into the side of this guy, and his leg would probably pop off. You sir are having a real hard time with your situation here. Maybe jump. I could death them above. That is the other thing that I could do here. I'd like to move here, personally, but I don't think that's happening. So we'll just move to here, and we'll just shoot this guy again. We'll leave the Orion alone for a bit, and just try and get this guy down. We can fire in the LRMs as well. Let's go for it. Let's try and break apart this thing. Alright, so we're close to getting that leg off. A little bit more movement around the side and we might get that leg off. The Orion might go down now. An Orion, his Orion, and a half-beaten trebuchet versus all of our stuff. He's probably got okay odds here. I mean, we don't have brace anymore here. So it's going to be full damage. At least it's into the side. He is picking the side. I wouldn't pick that side, actually. We might be able to get around the back of this guy. Not quite at all. I think we just keep traveling this way and firing over here to keep this Orion off us. I'll let him fire into the side if he wants it.
I got you.
Because there's still plenty of armor left there. And we'll do what we can to this guy.
Here we go.
Ba-doom! No, did we hit the other leg? Oh, we hit an arm. Alright, he's unsteady. If I had deathed him above them, he'd probably be on the ground.
Standing by.
Arclight. You wanna just give him a bit of a... Oh, Arclight. Oh, Arclight. Maybe I'd jump you, actually. I could death them above. Could fire into the side as well. How unsteady is unsteady? It is not unsteady. Do we take the evasion here? He might shoot us with this thing. I guess we just do what we can. Oh, actually, he'll probably shoot us in the back there. I'd really like to go like this, but that's quite a bit of a situation there. Guess we have to take this. Take the one little bit of evasion we get. And do our best. We're about to probably lose our PPC anyway. Or the entire mech, I'd say. Oh, alright. That is super lucky. I think it's only like about a 10% chance to hit that thing, or 8 or something, from the front. So, things are really lucky right there. We'll definitely hose this thing for full damage. could jump. We probably won't.
On my way.
I don't think I can fire the PPC. I could risk the overheat. I mean, our internals are kind of still there. I could actually pop that arm as well. We'll get to go with the Shadow Hawk. I might want to just... I think we'll save the last of our heat here for the Orion. I think we'll try to do a bit of damage to an arm here. 41 for that. We'd have to hit with all 4 here to even... Yeah, we're not even close. But the Shadow Hawk can come around and fire in the side as well. Oh, wait, no, because he's got this in the light movement turn, doesn't he? My bad. I wasn't even looking here. And maybe I should have fired with the PPC while he was on the ground, but he's really hot. He can't afford too much more. Yeah, he's got to do that. Alright, that's fine.
Yes, Commander.
Because now what we probably do is we just roll on him, right? Except for the fact that this thing really sucks at close combat. Do I let him have a turn of getting his heat back? Do I fire into this? Could do this, right? Guess we get closer then. Apparently I can't death them above. We will have to save that. What do we got to hit here? It's not exactly what I like to see. So half damage or less. I think I just keep going on this guy. Try and shred stuff off him. Even if it is half damage. Next turn we can keep going with the Panthers. I mean, he's pretty close. That LRM-15 on that side's already damaged. We move the Orion sideways and fire. I would love a focus. We're going to get focus next turn, so this is probably going to blast something here. He's still trying for the rear here. I would stop firing into this side. I would keep going for the front. Because the front, at least you'll be doing torso hits here. I mean, yeah, you're doing work to this guy, but it's not enough. It's not enough work. We need to rotate like this somewhat, so he can't get behind us. Alright, let's go. We could start punching this guy, I guess, for 95 damage. Just really want this trebuchet to be gone. Alright, finally we're hitting him in the chest. It's not mass loads of damage, but... What is it? It's actually 85, so we actually are probably better off punching this guy. He might get around the rear of us in a sec. Arclight, so he's going to have a focus, I reckon. I think we just reserve in. And see what he wants to do. He could back it up. He can either entrench again, or he could back this up and fire, maybe. Yeah, he's got to focus. Is he going for Arclight here? He is. Alright, goodbye, Arclight. It was nice knowing you. It was nice knowing you indeed. Alright, so that's okay, I guess. So now we can get in the side of this thing. Damn, this heat is a real issue. Let's go with Paradise first, right?
Reporting.
This spot he's picked right here is pretty annoying. I could death them above. But it's only to the front. Is it because there's no movement in these two side areas? That little spot is crazy. We could focus with this and take out his mech, right? Possibly. Although we've got bad hit chances there. We can shoot into the side from here pretty well, actually. I think we might do this. So we'll go to here. We'll probably focus on this. Maybe try and rip it apart. What do we got? It's all into the side though, so let's go for it. So we'll focus up. And then next up we can get the Panther in. And blast away with that. Please, sir. To the torso. Excellent. So we should get one of these panther shots into the side here fairly easily. Do I even need to... I think I need to move here. Damn, what is with this movement? Can fire from here. I'm okay with that. That Orion shouldn't have vision on us. And we should just get one hit, right, is all we need here. One SRM, come on. There we go. Alright, so Shadowhawk, Panther, really mangled Orion versus an Orion. I think we start punching with our Orion. We'll have to start sprinting our stuff up here to start doing some damage here. He still hasn't got back. There goes an arm. That's alright, because we are in the realm of just wanting to punch, right? So we'll get our damage in now. Whoop, 95. Alright, no evasion for you. Can we even move and shoot? That would be even better. Cannot. So we're definitely going to sprint here. Because we need to start getting around on this guy. I guess we save some heat. So if we need to jump, we can jump. There should be a bit of heat back there. Paradise, you're going to have to do the same, unfortunately. Actually, no, you are not. Do I want to take a shot, though? I think what I do is I sprint you around on the side here. He probably has to take another turn of going on this anyway. Get a bunch of heat back on the Shadowhawk. We'll see what he wants to do. He could maybe get behind my Orion here. He won't have a focus just yet, I hope. We'll see in a sec. If he's got a focus, this might be the death of this Orion. Or it may be the death of these. Is he going to back up and fire? I guess. That is probably not the side I want to get shot in, but that's okay. If he's got a focus, one of these might take a bit of a beating here. We have no weapons off this thing, so it's all a bit iffy. Ooh, we're going to get knocked. Unsteady. Unsteady Eddie, eh? Let's have a look at you. We definitely want to punch him in... Oh, we can't even punch him in the side. We'll just keep punching him then. Alright. Whoa, there goes an arm. He's unsteady. We should actually knock him if we fire in here with some of these guys. So he'll get knocked from this. He'll get pushed into phase 1. We're just going to have to punch him anyway, but I don't mind that. Don't mind punching him at all. We'll flick around. Actually, did he lose his AC? He's already lost the AC. We might flick the Paradise around the other side here as we stroll. Superheated Paradise here. Yeah, that's okay to go on that side. Keep shooting him in the torso. Try and weaken that down as best we can. Oh, I probably fire in the LMs. Doesn't generate a lot of heat, and it's fairly okay. And then you, sir. Oh, you actually got your AC here. I could fire the AC. I think we'll move and fire. I could have braced here, actually, but I think we'll move, because then he has to decide whether he wants to move. Because at least with the AC we get to pick. Melee, we might hit a leg, which would be really awful for us. He might go for the Panther, I guess, but he doesn't have an AC anymore. Panther should survive the LRM-15s and everything else. Is he going to go behind us? No, he's just going to punch us on the side, which will be a leg. Didn't want that leg anyway. Didn't want that leg anyway. So we might lose our mech here. But that's alright, because now we can keep shifting around this guy, firing in. He does have a focus, which is going to be annoying, but that's alright. We'll keep hosing him. I'll definitely shift 2 on each side here, because I just want to make him have to rotate funny on us. We definitely need to fire in best shots with the AC,
Moving out.
since it's most of our damage. And we'll see how we go. Come on, baby. To the front. I suppose the front's alright, because we do have a chance of hitting the torso here. Apparently we are just spreading damage like wild, though. Like wild. So he's going to probably... I would shoot into this. Actually, I don't know. You could stomp. There's not a lot of bits left on this thing. He's going to shoot. So he's trying to back up and keep that rear safe. It's not actually... I probably don't want to fire into the rear anymore. So we might be okay. We're going to probably lose our Orion here. This is an expensive loss. Look at that. It's hovering though. He's like, yep, I'm a hovering. I'm a hovering. Do enjoy a bit of brawl here though. I love the look of these things. Missiles out of everywhere. Ozone luckily has a fair bit of armor here.
I got a heap of trouble here.
The LRMs are not going to do a mass load to us either, since I think he's actually a little too close for LRMs. If we can, we can't quite punch him. In fact, this is as good as it gets, apparently, so I guess we just fire.
Affirmative.
Ooh, 45. We could have focused from this. Is it worth? This might be the last thing you ever do, buddy, so I think we'll just focus for you. Let's go for it. Let's go. It's pretty, I mean, 60 damage. That's alright. Makes them a bit more unsteady as well. It's not massive, but it'll have to do. I'd like to stay... You know what, let's just keep moving outside of the trees, so that we can move at decent speed here. Luckily the PPC and the PPC is going to give him a hard time doing anything. And Paradise is luckily shooting into the really weak side here.
Yes, Commander.
So we should be able to just keep blasting him. I don't want this getting up close to the Shadowhawk, because it's going to have a real bad time of firing his AC-5 if this thing gets too close. Oh, he got knocked down. That is not great for him at all. PPC plus a knockdown, no focus. He's going to have a real hard time hitting us here. A real hard time. I think we just stroll up. Actually, I think we could probably just slot one in, right? What do we got? 65. And he's only got 31. This goes to the torso, we win. Apparently not. We'll just put it into the leg. We are braced though, so if he gets up, he has to probably punch us here. Because I don't think he has the damage to punch through entrenched, braced, and everything else. God, there's not much left of this mech, I tell you. Yeah, he's going to have to go for the punch here. Oh, unlucky. He did have, what, 3 chances here? 3 chances to kill us.
Commander?
I don't really want to shoot him in the back. He's got full armor there. It won't make too much difference to us.
Moving to position.
So I'll show you what I mean. If I shoot into the front, oh, I could have maybe shot through that. 50, you know what? I'd rather just take the chances of hitting this, right? There is a tiny chance to hit that torso, I think. I forgot what it is from the side. It gets a lot less. But I think this is a win for us. Pretty well. We'll focus up for this as well. Definitely shooting the side. There's no point in ever swinging around the back if you've got them down like this. And good day, sir. Oh, not the leg. Come on. Really? Oh, there we go. Woo! I thought that was a leg shot, and I was about to cry that all of that went into his leg. I was about to cry. Alright, so Shadowhawk. Am I enjoying it? Maybe. I mean, it did a lot more work. It felt alright there. It felt like it did a bit of work. It feels really funny because, you know, you got an SRM2 that does 20 damage. You got 25 damage here, and you got 45 out of an AC. Now, the Shadowhawk could instead have I could take a Griffin, which has what, 2 medium lasers and a large laser, plus an LRM-5. So, is it 2 mediums? I think it is. I think it does about 90 damage before the SRMs? Or is it 1 medium laser? I should really look up who does more damage. Sometimes it feels a bit weird. I do like the ACs though. I love firing ACs. It just sounds so meaty firing those things out. He got really unlucky with this hit. If he had managed to punch us in the torso, we would have been gone. Arclight did what she could, which was a lot. I'd love to see damage on how much these guys did, because I definitely know Showboat did a lot of work. I really like the Panthers. Once they get into Brawl, it's kind of a lot of fun. You keep them at a decent range. You can fire in the SRM4s plus the PPC. They do a lot of stability damage. A couple of them shooting you will start knocking you over pretty quick. My Orion did exactly what an Orion needed to do, and that was just tank face to fist. And he took a lot of face to fist. My opponent actually had a really interesting build. I think I wasted too much time firing at the Locust. I should have probably... The only problem is if I don't focus the Locust, he can just free fire with the Trebuchet. I would probably swap these pilots around. I would probably have Mockingbird in the Centurion. Witness here is fine. I'd probably put Showboat in here though. Or if I wasn't going to put Mockingbird in here, I'd put... Do you need Arclight though? You don't really need Arclight. It doesn't add too much to your phases by having Arclight in the medium. Whereas if you put Arclight, if you put Mockingbird in here, you can tank with the Centurion, you can sense lock, you can fire with the Trebuchet, you can fire with the Orion. Things get in close, you can then start using the Centurion. Meanwhile, the Locust is doing work locking things as well. Alright? So I think, yeah, I always feel like Mockingbird's a better choice here to make things a little bit easier on sensor locking, if you were going to go this route. And I don't know how I feel about me shooting at this thing. I mean, the idea was to clear away his sensor lock, so he has to use the Trebuchet for vision. I suppose his idea is he uses this as an originally sensor lock, gets this thing in close, then he can start just firing with everything else. I don't know, I just feel like Arclight on this is a bit of a waste. Maybe he's going for... So the way indirect fire works is it works off your tactics, so maybe he's trying to use the tactics on Arclight for indirect fire. Still, I think I would make changes to this. But it was a good game. Good game. And with that, we'll take a break. Tune in next time for more adventures of BattleTech. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. If you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button or leave me a comment on anything you want to see in the future.